His cruise net gags for more Final Fantasy. We're gonna get right down to it. To expand your horizons? Well, then I've an idea with. Have you heard of the Skylift out in Middle Anosha? If you've ever visited Road Whisper, can down the thing at least once. It's that bleeding scaffolding attached to the descent. You've likely seen the lads and lasses out there using it to haul cargo off the cliff face. Odd labor, that. And I hear they could use an enterprising soul to pick up the odd jobs what no other bugger has time to deal with. Tracked down the head of the operation, a bloke by the name of Verkilt. And they'll be sure to put you to work on a task or two. So we're going to Milnanosha. Oh, it's Verkit. Ha. Ironic name. Baron sent you, did he? Then consider yourself welcome at the Skylift. Look at that bloody cliff, will you? One blast of fiery hell from that huge dragon was all it took to split the ground in half. Cargo still needs to get through, though. So this mess of wooden pulleys was a solution to the problem. Well, one of them at least. If the gods were kind, and they ain't, I'd have about a dozen more workers to handle me growing list of headaches. You know me, gotta always change it up. Ugh. Hate that color. Wish I could dye it. Great gobs of hobby spit. There's still a couple of parcels left in the balloon. And wouldn't you know, the bloody courier has already left. Here now, lad. You seem to have your hands free. Deliver these packages to the personas that are written on the cards here. You can read, can't you? One's for I can't pronounce that. One's for Singito for the foremast, and the other's for Jessamine on the Neville checkpoint. Alright, so I'm basically going across the map here, right? No? Where's the other one? Oh, okay, they're both, Hey, Megalo Crabs on my list, then they die. Can't wait till the sun sets. Alright, we out. Are you come? Oh, you whore. That's funny. Are you come from the skylift? You didn't happen to overhear any talked up undelivered packages, did you? Why, this is the very parcel I was expecting. Marvelous. The smell? Ah, that would be the lavender pouches I ordered from the Red Rooster Stead. The soldiers here at the foremast train until exhaustion, you see. Often leaving them scant time to sluice away the dead sweat. The lavender fragrance helps cover their bodily aromas. Why didn't you just give them a break? God damn it, people. Thank God the sun is running the set, because, like I said, I can't see shit on my TV. So, who's up for chatting? You come with a delivery from the Skylift? Please tell me it's the book my brother sent me from the Latha Hagrin checkpoint. Huzzah! Now I can spend my off-duty hours reading instead of losing my wages throwing knuckles with the captain. The gods know there's precious little else that passes for amusement around here. Apparently so. Nope. Oh wait, wrong way. Nope, can't catch me here. Oh no, I didn't pass them. Can't see my goddamn map either. All sorted then. Thank you kindly, adventurer. It wouldn't do to have people whispering nasty rumors about the quality of our delivery services. With all this loading and unloading, there's always a chance that something goes left behind. We wouldn't even need the damn balloons if we could carve a ramp up the cliff face somehow. Ah, but the city ain't got the gil or the time for that. What with the beast tribes and the Empire breathing down our bloody necks. All the competing cargo companies had to pull their resources just to get this little operation off the ground. Get it? Off the ground? Any road. We'll just have to do things the hard way for now. Wow, bad puns galore. Glad I am to see ye again, lad. A wagon driver just returned in a great bloody hurry, screaming about some monstrosity what sprang out from a million-corn seedling in his cargo. Seems the gutless bastard tossed it over the side before turning tail and running for his life. I need you to head down the road, recover that seed, and deliver it to Lyolf over at Swift Perch in Western Lanosha. Whatever he pays easy for the cargo is yours to keep. After all, I don't rightly know what else is lurking inside that plant, and you deserve to be rewarded for your troubles. Oh, and you'll also find an aetherite in Swift Perch, so the journey should be worth your while. Well, at least we're in Swift Perch now. First attuned to the aetherite, which I always forget. As Nemir herself forsaken this desolate land, though I understood there were risks in gambling my entire fortune on a crop of million corn, I at least expected the sealing to be delivered before the disaster struck. Is that my million corn seedling? Oh, joyous day! It may seem a paltry beginning, but the yield of this particular variety of crop plant is nothing short of astonishing. As you have undoubtedly noticed, Swift Perch lacks a certain, shall we say, vital energy. Thus I mean to restore a modicum of hope to its residents by growing a veritable ocean of corn. You, sir, seem fit to burst with vigor. Might I persuade you to abide a while and help nurture this ailing settlement? Why not? But not before we go and do something important that I totally forgot to do. Again. That is do our level 10 quest. So we are going to return to Limsa and do our gladiator quest. I mean, not gladiator, warrior marauder quest. The new X in Vapa. I have gathered what information I could concerning the beast that young Sigurd bade you slay. The tales name this creature Kujata. Those who have witnessed Kujata in the terrifying flesh also call him the Stampeding Mountain. Such is his immense size and bulk. Again, I will not seek to dissuade you from claiming vengeance for the boy's parents. In fact, I encourage it. But to topple this lumbering Colossus, you must first become his equal in strength and ferocity. As a single step towards that distant goal, I send you to Blind Iron Mines. We have had word that folk are falling prey to the claws of the local Galacos. It is your task to protect the weak from these unruly creatures. Learn to channel the rage inside you, and let your axe blades sing in righteous slaughter. And where is this again? Loa Lanosha. So I should take... So it would be closer to take... It'd be closer to take Zephyr Gate out and then take us south... and take it southeast. Whoops, I just did it wrong. I just derped. Again. Ooh, wild dodos, let's kill them! Oh, look at that. Oh, I only need one more. Huh. Alright, let's get rid of these Galagos. Oh, that was it. Okay. Welcome back, Vapa. Your actions have saved many from needless injury and anguish. But though your efforts are to be commended, there is yet much work to be done. Kujata, the object of your vengeance, has trampled a farmer's wagon as he thundered through the lands of Tiller's Rest. The foodstuffs spilled from the overturned way have attracted all manner of hungry predators. Without produce for the market, the farmers will surely suffer coin this season. Your duty is thus clear. Put down these rapacious scavengers and preserve the cargo. Oh, we're going back there. Oh, fuck this shit. I'm teleporting this. I don't think he needs my help. And I got to crush your enemies. Once again, your capacity for carnage has been tested and proven. The creatures you defeated, however, were merely some of the many base scavengers that subsist on the scraps left in the wake of Kujata's rampages. To face Kujata himself, you yet require far more training. But do not despair, Vapa. As Axe-Master and fellow Marauder, this I swear. I will not rest until I have taught you how to bring every last ounce of power from your weapon. Until the blade of your axe can slice cleanly through the thickest hide, the most knotted muscle, the densest bone. This menace will fall by your hand. You may find yourself drawn to explore the possibilities offered by other disciplines and guilds. These distractions are inevitable and perhaps necessary. But I urge you to soon return to the path of the Marauder. I do not wish your edge to dull just as you begin to show such potential. Fare you well, Vapa. And now we have access to the armory system. So first things first. Boom. Now we get our new weapon. And we run off to do God only knows what. So we return to Swift Perch. Alright. The calamity was a most horrendous event. It took me from my father, destroyed our home and scorched our fields. It crushed my hopes and dreams. All that I have left of my dear old dad is his notebook. He scrawled down a fair bit of nonsense in that ratty, dog-eared tome. But as I was leafing through the pages one day, I found a passage entitled For the Future. It described the location where my father had buried away his earthly wealth, in an area that was once a bustling neighborhood. I was not aware that our family possessed so much in the way of treasures. Could the crafty rapscallion have squirreled away a bulging bag of gil or precious stones? Just think of the contribution I might make to Swift Perch's revival with such a fortune at my disposal. The catch? Yes, the catch. The area is crawling with bandits and wild jackals. I need someone, that is, I need you, to search among the derelict houses and the flock and dig up the casket my father buried. There's always a catch. Wow. It should be considered honored that the frickin' leader of the Chocobo Knights actually, sent a free company invite. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to decline. You know what? I really wish I could send a tell, but wow, literally no enemies here. Because they're all being killed. Alright, now it's a little too bright for my liking. Switch the gamma correction back to 50. My father was a frugal man, thus I expect the casket to hold quite a substantial bounty. This is my father's entire earthly wealth, and there is naught here but a fistful of wheat seeds. What in Eorzea could have possessed him to so carefully conceal such a mundane... I remember now. He once told me that our family's wheat was as a stubborn weed. It was one of the few crops that could take root in the barren soils of western Lenosha. With these seeds, our lifeless fields could once again sprout golden stalks. Thank you, oh thank you. You have truly given this settlement the chance to build a new future. And you've given me the chance to level up. Nope, not that one. This guy. You there, adventurer. Cast your eyes toward the brewer's beacon. Does it not seem uncommonly weak? It cannot possibly be bright enough to guide the ships sailing in the bay. I would march over to the lighthouse and investigate myself, but I am duty-bound to remain at my post. I would consider it a favor if you would make a visit to the brewer's beacon and see if aught has befallen Contris, the lighthouse keeper. One ton more Vapa, huh? Anything that spots me, I kill, so... You say a yellow jacket sent you here? Eh? Me lad's grunt and has it? Well, of course it bloody has. The bomb what fuels me furnace is up and buggered off, you see. I don't get that beacon fixed up soon. There'll be trouble on the water. I know you're just a messenger, lad, but I can tell a adventurer when I see one. I'm going to need you to chase down that bomb and bring back a claw what you ripped from its smoldering claws. Take this here iron brazier and set her down in the middle of the flock. Someone near the scarecrow, I'd say. You get a nice fire going and that frisky bomb will soon be about. Watch you don't singe your eyebrows, lad. Right near the scarecrow, eh? Ooh, fat dodos. Even though they're docile, I will freaking kill a few thousand of them just to get my hunting log in order. They're in the way anyway. This one should only know detonators, so it's not at any risk of going frickin' kaboom on my ass and killing me in one hit. Oh, I have overpower now, finally. All you need is to take down that runaway bomb and bring me one of its little claws. Ah, you got the ashy bastard, did you? Once I put this little firecracker in the furnace, that should keep things running for a while. I had myself a hit of a look while he was gone, and Limlane cursed me if the furnace wasn't all bent and broken. Small wonder the bloody bomb was able to escape. I patched things up as best I could. But I ain't no Smitty. You might want to have a chat with that yellow jacket friend of yours in Swift Perch and have him pass the word back to someone in Limsa. The furnace is damaged, is it? Very well. I shall write up development and reports. but these repairs must needs be effected without delay. It seems I have another favor to ask of you, adventurer. Take yourself straight away to the Armorers Guild in Limsa and explain the situation to Forge Master Hananza, yeah.
The furnace in whose beacon needs repairs. Bear got this beard. And I just sent someone out to tinker with it not a week past. Mayhap the bomb once was trapped in there. It was a touch too volatile. I'll have an artisan visit the lighthouse and pay special attention to reinforcing the casing of that furnace. Your work here is done, adventurer. May the navigator guide you on your journeys. What say you to taking some work from Deacon Bemeli's? We have a great hulking warship to build, and could certainly use an extra hand for any number of tasks. For your first job, I need you to run this missive over to Otbit, and head of the head shipwright at the Morby dry docks. Of course, worst timing ever. Worst timing. It's like, oh, I need to weaken.
We'll do this in a little bit. Let's get this quest done. I really... I mean, hey there. Here the Morby dry docks. 5 gil for 2 minutes. I'll take as much nicotine as I damn well want. Everyone's lecturing me on vaping. Like Dad, lecturing me on vaping like he fucking knows how to vape. You take in more nicotine that way, blah blah fucking blah. Huh? Thanks. Well, now you can see, Yes, Dad. Thanks for the heads up. How that I... There he is. Hot Berm. Or Hot Burn. Or Beerm. I don't know. You have a message from me from Forge Master Hananza? I assume it pertains to the pending arrival of the materials I ordered over a moon past. Let's see it then. Blasting botheration. Another delay? I'm well aware of the shortage of skilled artisans, but this is insufferable. My apologies. The messenger does not deserve to bear the brunt of my frustration. Might I have your name? Vapa, is it? Well, Vapa, this proud maiden you see taking shape before you is the Victory, the first new vessel to grace the docks since the Calamity. You may have lost the bulk of our ships that fateful day. But starting with this beauty, we will restore the Maelstrom's fleet to its former glory. The victory is more than a simple warship. It is the symbol of Limsa's rebirth from the wreckage wrought by the coming of the Seventh Umbral Era. Thus, we are striving to complete her construction as swiftly as possible, even going so far as to hiring veteran shipwrights from outside the democracy. Yet even with such unprecedented measures, there are never enough hands to handle the abundance of tasks. Should you choose to linger at the docks for a time, there is no end of odd jobs for a hard-working adventurer. Be you fair warned, there is no place here for layabouts and troublemakers. I don't care too much about that. Cruising X dashboard. Where in the seven hells is that man? Not once in 12 moons has he been late with a shipment, and now 2 whole turns of the sun without a single word. A shipwright of mine, young man named Frillisman, recently left Candlekeep Quay to retrieve several crates of supplies ordered from Limsa, but has yet to return. I have sent several missives to Haldbroda, but his replies are always the same. He does not recall ever seeing the right, nor the supplies he was scheduled to collect. That man knows something, and I severely doubt he is telling the whole truth. Oh. Hello? Yeah? Sorry, I'll keep it down. Bye. As I cannot leave my post, I would have to ask you to travel to Candlekeep Quay in my stead from Haldbroda and inform Haldbroda that if he insists on playing these games, I will personally see that he is transferred to Turtleback Island, where he can rot alone in the middle of the sea for eternity. I really need to soundproof my room. Again. Oh wait, I gotta go this way. It's always just acceptable. I had it fine before frickin' my mother called. Turtleback Island? He can't do that. Can he? I swear on my poor Nana's grave, navigator rest her soul, I know not of this Frillisman, nor his precious supplies. Hells, we here at the quay have had enough trouble these past few suns, what with the sinking of that Laminsan cargo ship off the Salt Strat. And I haven't the time to take a proper piss, let alone make note of every scrag that wanders in and off the grip. Now, the way I see it, if you have time to be standing here questioning my character, then you most certainly have time to get that arse of yours down to the Salt Strand and help us search for survivors of the wreck. Who knows? You may just run across this Frillis mid everyone seems so eager to find. Here's to hoping the navigator hasn't found him first. Aye, I'm for this mend. You say the foreman's wandering round me whereabouts. I thought he might be, but he must know. I cannot show me face at the dry docks until I've righted the terrible wrong I've caused. 2 nights past I made the trip from the dry docks to Candlekeep Quay, just as the foreman asked. The seas were right rough, and the captain of the cargo ship was heady of bringing her close to the cliffs. So I paid a few coins for a fisher to take me out to meet her. By the time I was halfway twixt shore and ship, the swells had risen nigh on 10 yalms. 'Twasn't long before the waves had a hold of us. Try as we might to steady the boat, nature's grip was too tight, and we was flung headlong into the Limsa galley. When I awoke, both ships were gone, and the cargo I was to collect lay strewn across the salt strand. I made every effort to salvage it, but the sands were crawling with Kika, and I ain't on one with a sword. And now you see why it is I cannot return to the dry docks. Alright. Just so happens and now level 13 is in my grasp. Man, that Warrior of Light is sucky at espionage. That night I was tossed into the sea like some doll of rags, and it wasn't long before the world round me faded to black as I slipped deeper into the abyss. But lo, the navigator wouldn't see me to the gates of the seven hells, and I awoke to find myself watched ashore. And here I've been ever since, waiting for the chance to salvage me master's cargo. There you go. The missing parts. I don't know how I can repay you. I'll deliver the supplies right away, but first I must stop by the quay so that I might pay me respects to the widow of that brave fisher who gave his life for a handful of coin. Could you tell I've been, and that I'll be back at the dry docks by daybreak? Many thanks, adventurer. I will not forget this kindness. Why must I always be the frickin' bearer of bad news? Hmm? Just thought I'd check it out. I'm relieved to hear that Hollisman and the supplies are unharmed, though it was foolish for him to believe that I would blame him for that which was obviously out of his hands. You see, there was no storm that day, and the seas here adjacent to the dry docks were as calm as a slumbering child. It leads me to believe that the trouble the ships encountered off Candlekeep Quay was of a less natural sort, the sort which the Sahagin have been known to conjure. Give me my spiked bronze Labras. And give me something stronger. Vapa, while I originally had doubts about your motives, you have repeatedly proven yourself as an asset to now Deacon Vimelis. I still do not like you, but that does not mean I do not trust you. Gemdota, head of the watch here at the dry docks, believes that pirates may be plotting an attack on the Victory, and she requires assistance in investigating a group of unsavory individuals making camp nearby. I have recommended you for the task. Despite all Limsa endured before, during, and following the calamity, the fact that there are still those who would turn their backs on the city-state so that they might line their own pockets with a few handfuls of coin. Just the thought of it sickens me.
Ah, yes, I'd had a feeling you'd be the one I'd been sent. Since you first arrived at the Morby dry docks, I've had my men watch you. Oh, there's no need to get angry. I make it a point to keep an eye on all who's new to the area. It's simply protocol. And you'll be pleased to know that nothing incriminating was found. You appear to be a model citizen. That and the foreman seems to think somewhat highly of you, which I must admit is quite shocking. The man doesn't even trust his own brother. Very well then. I assume Atbin informed you of what your task would entail. The pirates we believe are conspiring to raid the dry docks. Maxwell last seen making company her an ancient stone called the Mark of the Spinner. I would have you approach the men posing as a lost adventurer and see if you cannot somehow learn their intentions. Tinago, while stationed near the gates, can provide you with the exact location of the camp. Nope, sorry. No, yes. Vapa! I knew it! Knows more sardines for Sinago! Tonight I shall dine on the finest salmon in the peninsula. Well, I had a little... Why? Well, I had a little wager going with one of the other guards who would recommend for the next job. My money was on you. The job, yes, of course. If you follow the road past the gates to the southeast, you will eventually come into a abandoned cave with a single large stone half buried in the cliff overlooking the sea. Followers of the 12 say it's a holy place dedicated to Nemea, the spinner. I'd be surprised if the pirates camped up there were aware of that, though. If it gets my job done any sooner, I don't give a fuck who it's dedicated to. Ooh, look at that. Well, that takes care of that. I'm giving you to the count of 9 to step back on that path and carry your veteran horse back down to whatever rock it is he crawled out from under. You see, eyes had added up to me ears with your type. Roaming the hills like they were his years to roam. It's getting to be that a man cannot enjoy a mug of rum without or some shite breath outlander running up asking which is the way to the local lave mate. 7 L's if I know. I'm a bloody pirate, goddammit. Those balls. Once we have me put in this godforsaken pisshole of an island so far behind me, ain't no one will remember I was ever here. Come on, Scrags. We's nice to shopping. So they plan to spring someone out of prison, I guess? I don't know. I'm like barely paying attention to this now. So the trespassers are indeed pirates. They are indeed planning something. But what's this talk about me getting me boy back? Could it be that that target was never the victory? Something is not right, and I won't sit idly by waiting for those pirates to make the first move. I shall order increased patrols immediately. Thank you again for your help, Vapa. It appears we were wise to put our trust in you.
You're damn right you were. Oh, damn it. I hate this part. I'm gonna teleport or to the lower decks for a minute. Because I got a couple, I've got to do a love mat.
Ding, ding, ding.
I'm not interested in frickin' side quest shit. I just want to get this done and get 2 quests done so that I can get to level 14 and back to where I need to be. It's always an easy lev, but, you know. Initiate, max out the level difficulty, bam. And done. See? Easy. The first quest always, the first lev always is. You're kidding me, right? There we go. Oh shit, I didn't... Damn it. Damn it, I fucked up and didn't freaking attune to the aetherite again.
I am concerned, Vapa. It appears the pirates I had you investigate are on the move. They creep ever closer to the dry docks, so I assume they mean to target the Victory herself. That ship is the symbol of everything Limsa strives to become, and I will not allow those base scoundrels to lay a single finger upon the whole. You must apprehend them before they put their plans into motion, and you, Vapa, are just the man to do it. Without your capable assistance, I fear the security of the dry docks cannot be guaranteed. Not moments ago, my guard submitted reports of suspicious activity in the area. Pray, begin your efforts by listening to one of their accounts firsthand. It matters not whom you choose to speak with, but be sure to question either her Urswest, that's at the front gate, or Sinango, or by the rear. Any suspect saboteurs you come during the course of your investigation are to be interrogated. Report any and all findings directly to me.
Well, that's fun and all, but I'm first going to go to the merchant and vendor and purchase some battle gear. I'm not gonna buy a helm because I don't need that. I'm gonna buy a cotton shirt because I need that. Oh. Nah. Nope. Cotton Sorrowells will do. That'll do. That'll have to do for now. I hope Signet.
Hail, adventurer! Glad to have another hand aboard the ship to help shore up security. Gods know our reports would sit on Gimthorta's desk, gathering dust if it weren't for the assistance of those such as yourself. Speaking of reports, though, I saw one of those mangy pirates lurking around the cliff near Empty Heart. I take a closer look before he has a chance to cover his tracks.
I hate having to go around. I don't have time for you, fucker. Bah! Spotted me, did ye? Well, you're too late. What's to happen is already happening. Oh, I didn't attune to the Aetheryte again. Seems to be my lot in life, forgetting to do something. Notice how when you fall from great heights, you never truly frickin' die, do ya?
So you found one of those pirates, did you? I knew you were the right adventurer to ask for aid. But what could those knaves be planning? What's to happen is already happening. Captain! Trouble! At the shipyard! Easy now, soldier. Who did this to you?
Pirates! Out of nowhere. Stuck me good.
Gods below, we are not prepared for this. Pirate soldier! How many do they number?
Not sure. More than I can quickly count. Seem to be carrying explosives.
Explosives? Then there's no time to lose. Vapa, you had the situation. Make your way to the shipyard and engage those intruders. I will see to the man's wounds, then follow after. Make haste, now!
Okay. No, maybe I'll get some of my TP back. Never reckoned it'd be this easy. Still don't trust those slimy bastards, but their plan worked like a charm. Duh! What are you doing, you great bloody fool? Shut your trap, boy. This'll all be over soon. All that's left now is to blow this ugly pile of driftwood into splinters. Why would you do such a thing? Have you any idea how important this ship is? What it represents? Aye, and that's what makes it all the sweeter. Whatever it takes to knock some sense into the treacherous, backstabbing son. Imagine a boy of mine giving up the pirate life to become a shipwright. And building a bleeding maelstrom vessel at that. What of the Limlane's wide green ocean made you take up with these self-righteous shites? You're the one with no bloody sense, da. Don't you see? The pirates had their glory days, but that era is over.
I wondered why Aunt Bim never spoke of his father. I never would have thought.
Right. Of everything what went wrong with the world, and I mean to shatter it into 100,000 pieces. Gimdota, Vapa, pray beat the tar out of this bloated sea slug and make sure no harm comes to the victory.
My pleasure exactly. Let's kill.
Duh! This is madness! A pirate don't abandon his treasures! My father, you must stop him!
Lead him to us! Vapa, seem not gone out to me!
Oh, that's kind of enough. As we agreed, Asa. Mamoja mercenaries?
You focus on it.
You have no idea who you're up against.
Well, adventurer, Azartin has a crazy glint in his eye.
Out of it, damn way!
Please, you can't win.
Yeah, we just didn't. Because I'm a tank. I must be getting old, letting some green venturer get the best of me. Duh. That's one big bloody ship. big and nasty looking. He made that, did he? My thanks, Vapa. I shudder to think what may have become of the victory without your intervention. The pirates made a right mess of things. I'd best get to sorting out the docks. And my thoughts could use some sorting out as well. Ever did my father have a way of turning my life upside down? Pray convey my thanks and my apologies to Gim Dota.
How fare you, Vapa? I cannot begin to thank you for the role you played in preventing this madness. You defended more than a simple ship. You saved the budding hope of Limsa from a violent demise. The day was yours. It seems our security regimen will require much in the way of improvement if we are truly to keep the dry dock safe. Atman apologizes? Well, I suppose I can understand why he would feel responsible for his father's actions. Of all those involved, this incident was hardest on him. But in time, I believe he will come to a single conclusion. The most fitting way of moving past his anguish is to see the victory completed and in the water. Ah, by the by, the pirates we defeated have been handed over to the Yellow Jackets. Rayna's men will be taking over the investigation. Before the Yellow Jackets moved in, however, we recovered a most unusual object. Should you have the time to spare, I would ask you for another favor. Vapa, in light of your role in Legion Absafin, the pirate behind the plot to sabotage the victory, this missive was penned in the most unusual script. We believe to be some code. This Limsa deems worthy of deciphering is unfortunate, is convenient. Connections. Thus, I would have. Do you understand?
That's what I like to see. I don't think I'm gonna... Ahoy there, Vapa! I've been hearing about your deeds at the dry docks. Real and as his old man's part of the business, but at least he kept the victory from being sunk before she sailed. And for that, I owe you my thanks. You've really made a name for yourself here in Limsa, lad. It's Sabatun. And what might best that be? funny letters for ye. King Dota thought I might know a man as could. Well, let's see it then. Aye. I reckon I might know a canny bugger what can read stuff like this. Ugly sod by the name of Barteron. You know, you're like one of me regulars now, Vapa. You've never let me down, and yet, and Navigator helped me. I reckon I can trust ye. Kim Dota was right to want this message deciphered. We got us some trouble brewing here, and no mistake. Get ready for action and I'll explain. I'm gonna take a quick second to do one more quick Battlecraft lab. Did I attune to the 8th right? Yes, I did. What do I need more? Oh, and I should kill these fat dodos, too. Oh. Well, that takes care of that, then. You know, I don't even think I need this, but... Hey. You know what? I'm going back to... Limsa. Fuck this. Good to have you aboard, lad. Now then, where to start? Back when I was younger and nastier, I hadn't been living as a sellsword. In that business, if you wanted to know what your enemy was up to, you had to learn to read orders you prized from cold dead ants of its mates. That's how I came to him to know how to read your message. Truth be told, the script was only too bloody familiar. Them Sahagan letters, this lad. And I should know. I've gotten more fishback messages than I can count. It gets worse though. The plan to pull up the victory is still there, right down to the fine details. Looks like they meant to raise 8 kinds of hell in western La Noscia. Then hit the Maelstrom's new flagship in the confusion. The point being, the attack on the victory wasn't the act of a few rebellious pirates. 'Twas a key part of some canny bastard's grand plan. But if I'm reading this right, The attack itself came much too early. I'll wager they panicked when they saw he was onto them. Rushed in to do the job and buggered it up. Them tattoo-faced bastards, as they say, were paying Atburn's old man. They were with the Serpent Reavers, right? But none of their crew was there, was they? Did they have something better to do, or what? Seven L's! I've got it all backwards! That mess at the victory, that was meant to be the bloody distraction! The fishbacks ain't interested in the Maelstroms, baby. They're after men, just like they've always been. They're sending the pirate lackeys after a civilian target. This bit about Leighton Ellen Leston Alnosha, that's where it'll be. Someone tells me Swift Perch is about to hit it, and hit hard. Here's a rough translation of the message. Take it to Commodore Reyna at Coral Tower and tell him he's in for a busy day. Oh, and give him an ad, eh? You can be damn sure they'll need one. Coral Tower, that's the Marauders Guild. Yes, I am Elena. Ah, you must be the adventurer whose name seems to be on everyone's lips. You are to be commended for your part in thwarting the plot to destroy the victory. Now, what can I do for you this day? You bear an urgent message from Badaron. Why do I get the feeling that my hopes for a quiet evening are about to be cruelly dashed? Tell me, what is afoot? An assault on Swift Perch! But we've seen nothing to suggest the Serpent Reavers are massing for an attack. Even so, it would be foolish to discount the possibility. Badaron is rarely wrong about such matters. I will marshal the Yellow Jackets for battle immediately. The only question is where to send them. While I concur with Badaron's assessment that the attack on the dry docks was intended as a diversion, Swift Perch is one but several possible targets for the main thrust. Commodore, sir! Report. It's the Sahagin, sir. They've mounted a large-scale assault on South Tidegate and threaten to overwhelm our defenses within the day. The garrison requests immediate reinforcements. By the Navigator. It seems my decision has been made for me. Muster the troops and give the order to march. Aye, the Serpent Reavers are in league with the Sahagin, which means there is every chance this assault on Tidegate may yet prove to be another feint. The fact remains, however, that we can ill afford to ignore it, and that leaves Swift Perch vulnerable to those pirate traitors. It is times such as these that I wish the warriors of light yet walked among us. But wishes will avail us not. Nun, you must serve in their absence. Make for Swift Perch with all haste, and lend your strength to the squads I can spare for the settlement's defense. Wait, I wanted that. Let's do it. Commodore Reyna sent word he'd be getting reinforcements, but I didn't expect him to send you. Certainly look like you've seen your share of action, though. You bear little resemblance to the wide-eyed whelp I met fresh off the ferry. In any case, do you know what you're fighting for here? This place, Swift Perch, was rebuilt by folk who stood strong in the face of every hardship the calamity threw their way. And we're not about to let some fish-fancying scum claim the honor of being the ones who finally broke their spirits. Don't let those pirate bastards one bloody ilm, you hear me?
Here they come!
And now, I thought all them yellow jacket ones was meant to be busy. That useless scrag ain't followed the plan, has he? Now what? Pull back and wait for our Sahagan brothers? Piss on that. We ain't turning back empty-handed. Remember, no killing the small folk, or it'll be your blood what stains Lord Leviathan's altars. The yellow jackets, you can butcher at will. Then dirty, then slugs will be crushed under the full might of the Serpent Reavers. Seems Swift Perch was the main target after all, eh? Squads 1 and 2, protect the townfolk. Squad 3, you're our rear guard. The rest of you, we meet that charge where we stand. Let us bear the Commodore word of our victory, or no word at all.
Follow Limsa!
I'll gut all you yellow billies and dance you on your gizzards. Leave no pirate scum standing. Show 'em how Yellow Jacket fights. Time to split some heads, adventurer. Damn it, I hate getting bound. Alright, you scummy bastards. Here's a trick to make you soil your britches. Dweller of the abyss, your master calls. Heed me words and smite me foes. Is that a bloody void sent? Hold steady, lads!
Keep on bothering them! We can't take much more of this!
Well fought. The reavers are beaten and scattered. I'll take some men and hunt down the stragglers. Oh, but there may be more of them working about, so don't let your guard down just yet. The source of his strength becomes clear. You may have bested the golem, but you'll not fare so well this day. O mournful voice of creation, send unto me a creature of the abyss, my thrall to command, that I might smite thine enemies. Your very being imperils the plan. You cannot be suffered to live. Soon you shall take your vile gifts to the grave. Right, as the venom eats its way through your veins. Not happening, bro. Whence springs this preternatural might?
A fearsome opponent against whom you shall not stand alone.
An unwelcome guest, no matter. All shall fall before me. Oh, son of a bitch! No mortal should possess such strength.
His power wanes, affording no chance to recover.
That the wisdom of the paragons should be brought low by mere mortals.
Paragons, did he say? Then it is as I feared. They are known as the bringer of chaos, or Asians to give them their proper name. It would seem our suspicions were correct. It is they who have been manipulating the beast tribes. pardon? You would know if we Charlians have encountered Ascians before. I have never spoken to you of my homeland. How did you know whence I hailed? Wait, I do begin to see. You have been blessed with a special gift.
Are you alright, lad? If I'd known when a mean bugger like that was hiding in the bushes, I would have left a squad of 6 to keep you company. Well, at least now we can call this kidnapping investigation to a close. Those Reavers were the ones spiriting folk away in the dead of night, and this bastard here was pulling all the strings.
A trifle simplistic, but not inaccurate. I came as soon as I sensed his presence, but I never thought to find such a scene of carnage. Yet we prevailed, and thanks to your heroic actions, I have learned much.
Aye, heroic is the word. I don't want to think about what would have happened if you hadn't been here, friend. And your assistance is much appreciated too, Lady Stola. Please, give our regards to the Scions.
I am glad to have played a role in bringing what I hope is an end to this disturbing spate of abductions. The thread of your fate forms a part of a most intriguing tapestry. Mayhap we will be afforded the chance to speak more in the near future. For now, however, you must see this particular tale to its conclusion. Pray, send my greetings to Commodore Rayner.
I need a better microphone. And there's the crystal. And shatter. Hire a chocobo porter, 2 minutes. That's all I've got. Well, I'm gonna go check and see if I can't find another microphone. Noon. Eagerly I've awaited your return. Word of your exploits is already spreading through the ranks. My troops and I owe you a great debt of gratitude for your timely assistance. You have shown yourself to be possessed of a sure arm, a strong spirit, and sound judgment. Would that Limsa had more of your like. I have little doubt that you shall one day join the ranks of Eorzea's greatest adventurers. It is but a matter of time. Clearly, Badaron's eye for potential remains as sharp as ever, though I doubt even he imagined you capable of such feats. Might you favor me with your own account of the day's events? Such victories bear retelling. Ischola has been working with us for quite some time, you see. And she was only too willing to assist the Yellowjackets in the kidnapping investigation, proving herself a stalwart ally of Limsa yet again. Needs to say your part in thwarting the attempted sabotage of the victory and the small matter of your deeds in Swiftpatch. You too have proven yourself a valued friend of the Thalassocracy. Admiral! And there she is. May I present to you Admiral Bloffersvin. Maybe she'll pronounce her name correctly for me.
So, this is the adventurer I've been reading about in the field reports. I am Melville Blufisvin, Admiral of Limsa. On behalf of my people, I bid you thanks for the deeds you have done this day. A token of our gratitude. Since you first set foot in our city, my good friend Badaround and Commodore Raynor have taken turns at regaling me with tales of your exploits. Safe to say, they left an impression. Join me at the coming banquet. A seat of honor at the celebratory feast is the least I can offer the man who foiled the Sahagin.
Oh! A seat at the feast!
Oh, and don't be late. Your fellow guests will be eager to take the measure of their newest hero. And some do not take kindly to being kept waiting. Till then, may you walk in the light of the crystal.
God, she is a sexy fucking minx. And now I'm level 15. I'm not sure you understand just how unusual it is for the Admiral to invite an adventurer to a state banquet. It is a highly coveted honor, why even the officers under service to the thalassocracy have been both difficult and dangerous. This is a reward for all of your efforts, a nod to your many achievements, both large and small. Has the enormity of this movement yet to sink in? Perchance you will realize its significance when you stand before the assembled dignitaries of Limsa. And now that I have imagined the scene, I realize that you will require attire suitable for the occasion. I suggest you visit the wench and see what Barteron can arrange. He is surprisingly knowledgeable about such things. I also got my level 15 in Marauder's quest, but let's focus on what we need to do. In the storyline, of course. Well, if it ain't Melvib's guest of honor. Hobnobbing with the high and mighty now, is it? I tell ye, lad, I damn near snorted ale out of me nose when I heard the news. You've come a long bloody way, you have, and that's the truth. Well, one thing's for sure, you're not one for decent grub. These banquets are catered by the bleeding Bismarck, no less. 'Tis a grand chance to fill your belly to bursting with fine and, more importantly, free food. But we can't have you turning up in your shite-caked venturing gear. No, the hero of the hour needs to have a touch of refinement about him. If only to stop the folk complaining when he stuffs his face with cake. Take yourself over to the Octon and speak to Janasin of the Brugade Consortium. She'll furnish you with somewhat gentlemanly to wear. I've already had word with her, so all you need is to pick up the goods, then bring them back here, and so I can tell you what's what.
Good evening, sir. I assume you're the underdressed gentleman Badaron mentioned? I see he was not exaggerating. I have chosen these especially for your debut in polite society. Fear not. I'm certain you will absolutely adore them.
Fantasy Gymnasium, Mavi. Let's have that box then. Yeah, there we go. Nice pair of dress shoes for ye. A bloke mightn't have much else to his name, but as long as he's got a decent pair of shoes on his feet, there ain't nowhere he can't go. Think of him as a gift from me and all the other folk you've done right along the way. Aye, 'tis a very moving gesture, I know. Just don't go welling up on me, eh? Wouldn't do for Limsa's new hero to turn up to the banquet soaked in his own tears and snot. I know, that's your job sorted. Now you just need to settle your nerves. Tell me when you're ready, and I'll tell you where you're meant to go. Well, we'll take care of that next Limsa video. Until then, we're gonna log off for this time around. Until next time, Cruisenick, out.